Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome back to the computer class for class 9th by Classic School System. As you know, today is our third lesson for this chapter, Introduction to Systems. So before starting today's lecture, let's recap or revise what have we learned in the previous lectures. In the previous lectures, we have learned about a system. What is a system? A system is a group of interconnected components work together to achieve a specific goal. That different components, they work together and they tend to achieve a specific goal. Those combination or collection of different parts is called a system. And when we see around us, system exists everywhere around us. Our body is a system, the education system that we are using for our studies, and a computer is also a system. So all these systems consist of different parts that interact with each other to perform a function. So we have learned about types of systems, natural systems and artificial systems, types of artificial systems, and the relationship between systems and the sciences. So today we are going to talk about the types of natural systems. Psychological system. So one of the most important category of system is psychological system, because psychological systems are those which are related to human mind and behavior. They include our thoughts, our emotions and our mental processes, and decision making is also part of our psychological systems. So these systems develop from biological systems, especially from the human brain. And for example, we can see if when we feel sad or happy, or when we solve a problem, or when we try to remember some information, so that all belongs to our psychological system. So all these activities are part of the psychological system. So psychological system varies due to some factors, and these systems are influenced by personal experiences, the environment of the person and the social interaction of the person. Now let's talk about artificial systems. Artificial systems which are very important in computer sciences, and these are important because artificial systems are man-made systems which are created by human to solve some particular problems. And the example of artificial systems include computer systems, transportation systems, information systems and engineering systems. So by now we have got to understand that these systems are designed deliberately and carefully to improve the efficiency and productivity of human beings. And artificial systems help the society in many different ways, such as solving complex problems, managing information and improving productivity, also making the life easier for the people. Artificial systems can be very small, like a wheel, or very large, like an international organization. So there are three main types of artificial system: knowledge system, engineering system and social system. Now let's learn about the knowledge system. A knowledge system is described or designed to collect, store, process and manage information, and these systems help people in making decisions, learning new information, solving problems. And some examples of the knowledge system include mathematics, Mathematics is a system of knowledge that studies numbers, quantities, patterns and structures. So mathematics is very important because it helps to solve logical and scientific problems. Now let's see what is logic. Logic is the study of reasoning and critical thinking. It helps us to analyze arguments, make correct decisions, and identify valid conclusions. So logic is very important in computer programming and artificial intelligence. Now let's talk about database systems. A database system is a software that is used to store and manage large amount of data, and for that examples are MySQL, MongoDB, and these systems allow user to store information, retrieve data easily, and update data records. Databases are used in banks, schools, hospitals, and online applications. Now let's see about the information management system. These systems are designed to collect information, store data, organize information, and share data with the users. And for the example, we have school management system, library management system. So let's see the next type of the system, engineering systems. Engineering systems are the systems that are designed by engineers to solve technical problems and perform tasks. Different types of engineers design different systems. So now let's look at some examples of engineering systems. Civil engineering system. Civil engineers design systems that are related to infrastructure, such as buildings, roads, bridges, and dams. So, for example, a bridge is a civil engineering system that allow people and vehicles to cross rivers or valleys. Similarly, mechanical engineering systems. Mechanical engineering systems involve machines and mechanical devices. For example, a robotic arm is used in factories to assemble the products. These machines use forces and motions to perform different tasks. Now let's see the third engineering system, chemical systems, chemical engineering systems. Chemical engineer design systems that convert raw material into useful products. For example, water treatment plants that purify water using chemical processes. These systems involve chemical reactions and material transformations. The fourth one is electrical engineering system. Electrical engineers design different systems that use electricity, electronics, and electromagnetism. And for example, we have a home automation system where you can control light, security system, and other appliances using a smartphone. The next one is software engineering system. Software engineering system involve designing and developing software applications. For example, a library management system that keeps tracks of books, users, and borrowed books. And software engineers design programs that automate tasks and reduce human efforts. The next one is social systems. Another example that we have of artificial system is social system. So social systems are the structured systems that are created by people to manage society and social interactions. For example, our academic institutions, which include our schools, colleges, and universities. They provide education using teachers and administrators and staff. And the next one is government systems. Government organize and manage a country. They make laws and policies to maintain order in the society. And for example, we have democratic systems and authoritarian systems. The third one is organizations. Organizations are the group of people that work together to achieve a specific goal, and The examples that we have are companies, NGOs, corporates, and charities. These organizations usually have a clear role and responsibility. The next one is system and science that we are going to study in this lecture. So let's talk about the relationship between science and systems. Science helps us to understand and study systems in the world around us. So science is divided into two main types. Natural science. Natural science studies existing systems that are existing in nature, and examples are plants, animals, earthquake or earth, weather, and human body. Scientists observe and describe natural phenomena. As I said, earthquake is also a natural phenomenon. Next one is design sciences. Design science focuses on creating new systems to solve problems, and the examples are computer systems, software systems, and engineering structures. Scientists and engineers design these systems to improve the human life. So at the end of this lecture, let's have a quick summary. To conclude this lecture, let's summarize this. What we have learned today. A system is a group of connected components working together. Systems can be natural or artificial. Artificial systems include knowledge system, engineering system, social system. Science helps us to study and create systems. Understanding system is very important because computers themselves are complex systems made of hardware, software, and data. So this is it for today's lecture. If you find any problem or anything difficult in this lecture, please do share your questions with me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you out or answer you. So inshallah, I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, have a good day. Allah Hafiz.